Hey everybody, it's Rob with Long Island Sounds. On today's episode, we are going to be talking with Bobby Mann, the lead vocalist for Last Child, America's ultimate Aerosmith tribute band. So without any further ado, here's myself and Bobby Mann. Hey everybody, thanks for joining Long Island Sounds. Today we have the one and only Bobby Mann, the lead singer for Last Child, America's ultimate Aerosmith tribute band. Bobby, how are you? Good to see you.
Hi, how you doing there, Rob?
I
What's going on, man?
I can't complain. How's everything going with you? How's the road treating you? I see the schedule is like it seems like you've got something going on all the time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's good. We love it. The
Yeah, I see.
fans love it.
Yeah, I see that you where was it that you had a record-breaking crowd?
That was Illinois. We did Indiana on Friday night and then Illinois on Saturday night. Indiana, they had a record-breaking crowd too, but
No
that was
kid.
only that was 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh, wow.
Illinois, that was 10,000 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it
That's
was
not the
pretty
biggest crowd
crazy.
you've ever played for, though, is it?
I don't really know. Once you get past 10,000, man, I think you just lose count.
How's it feel?
It felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like our work paid off. You
Well,
know,
yeah.
we've worked very very hard. The whole band.
Oh yeah, you got a great, and you got a new lineup too. Well, I don't want to say you got a new lineup per se because I know Scott LaFlamme was replaced. What I mean,
Yeah, Scott loves his Ozzy, man. He's Randy Rhoads all the way.
oh really?
And yeah, he had an opportunity to do that, and he took it.
Okay.
And I don't blame him one bit. We're still friends to this day.
Oh, good.
He recently got married, so
I saw
congratulations,
the
Scott.
pictures. Yeah, we're friends on Facebook, so yeah, it's good to see that he's what is he up in Connecticut or Rhode Island or something?
Massachusetts
Yeah.
is from
Okay.
what
New
I
England.
know.
Yeah.
It might be Connecticut now. I'm not sure. But
Okay.
let me tell you, that kid's a ball of fire, boy. Can't keep up with him for nothing. And I got energy, but my God,
Yeah.
yeah, he needed to fly, man.
Yeah. So I'm glad you
Literally. I
took the
mean,
time to talk with me because, like I said, you've got a full schedule coming up. Where's your next few gigs coming?
let me see. This weekend, we are, I'm such a space bird. That's why I got this. These are made by fans, by the way. We get gifts
Oh,
from
nice.
fans. These here, this is from Brian and Elaine in Texas.
Awesome.
Very, very good friends of ours. We made from playing down there. We played Texas a number of times. You get to meet people, and after a while, you build a relationship with them.
Oh, absolutely.
But let me see. This was 2022. Whenever we don't know where we are, we have our little passes, backstage passes, and
Oh,
we go
yeah.
there every game. It's a must.
I need to get some made up for Long Island Sounds when I'm out on location.
Oh yeah, yeah. People love these, man.
Yeah.
They love it. In February, we were in Franklin, Ohio. We were in Saginaw, Michigan. In March, we were in Liberty. I believe that's Rhode Island. I know we've been there. Aurora, New Hampshire. Wisconsin Hills, excuse me, it's hard. Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. Portage, Indiana. Worcester, Massachusetts. Milton, Delaware. Ronkonkoma. San Antonio, Texas. Katy, Texas. Foley, New York. That was some trip there, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Paul in New York, we played Daryl's house. We had a great gig. We sold it out.
Nice.
Standing room only. And it's not the first time. We played there a few times.
Oh, okay, cool.
So here we are in this great gig, and my wife sending me pictures saying, "Don't come home. Stay where you are. There's a big storm out there."
Oh, really?
We're rocking and rolling. We ain't thinking about no storms, nothing. We come out,
Yep.
we see rain. It's only rain. Well, me and my friend Peter Ashner, he's a rock and roller from way back when, promoter in New York City.
Yep.
A lot of people know who he is. Well, he was driving and we got caught in a flash flood, and his car got wiped out. Luckily, I didn't have my keyboards. There was backline there.
Oh yeah.
So we literally, I mean, the car, the water was up to here
Oh wow.
in the car, and then finally I got 911. I had my cell phone like this. It was scary. It really
Right.
was scary. And they rescuers came, they pulled us out of the water. We waited on the side for 3-4 hours. We found a motel. We were flooded out. We couldn't get an Uber, and we had to be in LaGuardia Airport at 7:30 the next morning
Oh boy.
to go to Louisiana. And then from Louisiana, we were going to Texas. So we had Daryl's house, then we were playing in Louisiana, then we were playing 2 nights in Texas, Louisiana, back to New York. It was the
Wow.
only way we could route it at the time, because the planes and routing, I'm sure you do flying in your business, and you
Yep.
know what it's like.
Absolutely.
So we, needless to say, we didn't get a wink of sleep. We got on a plane late. We wound up in Louisiana Airport. It's not like New York. They close at midnight.
Oh
So
boy.
we're figuring worst comes to worst. We got there, the car service was closed where we were supposed to get our car and drive to our hotel.
Yeah.
So the car service is closed. All right. I'm figuring worst comes to worst. We'll sit on the couch, we'll wait till they open, and we'll get our car and we'll go to the hotel. Because the gate wasn't until the next day. So that didn't happen. The guard came up and said, listen, guys, the airport closes at midnight. Now we're sitting there with all our production bags, equipment, maracas, fans, signs, you name it. We got it. And what a nice guy. He gave us a ride to a hotel.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, they're really nice down there. And we get to the hotel, and then they tell us they have no rooms.
Oh man.
Because everybody was flooded by that storm. You know what I mean? So they had their own problems going on down there. They had their own people that needed housing, and
Right.
So there we were, sitting in the sweltering heat of Louisiana. We just got done with a great show in Portland, New York. We had 2 more in Texas to do, and then come back in Louisiana and do that one, and then go home. Let me tell you something. We drove from Louisiana. We drove right to Texas. We went right on that stage. We did our show. We were burnt, shot afterwards.
Yeah, no
Hit the
kidding.
hotel. We went to the next gig in Texas, which was very, very large place. We played there. It was dynamite. Then we booted all the way to Louisiana. We played there. We killed it. Back to New York. And this band, it's a monster. We're
That's
just
the life
born
you
to
asked
play,
for.
man. It's born to play. It's
Yep.
born to do it.
So let's I want to jump back. Let's take a time machine backwards. How old were you when you discovered that you could sing?
Young. I
Yeah.
was probably about 14, 15, maybe.
Okay.
Because I was playing drums at age 12, and although I like the drums, I like other things too. I got a bass guitar, I got a
Yeah.
regular guitar, I wrote songs, I always wanted to make it. So I wrote my own material. And but drums is what I was a drummer.
Oh yeah.
So for many years, I would go back and forth from singing and drums.
So music has always been your passion.
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt.
So as a as a power vocalist, as well as a piano keyboard player, you were brought up in a musical home?
No, I'm the only one in my family, really.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You got a large family?
Well, on my father's side, it's very large family. Yeah, actually, they're both large. But I would say on my father's side, there's probably an entertainer somewhere.
Okay.
That's a Spanish side,
Oh yeah.
They like to party, and I'm sure somewhere. But as far as I know, it's just me.
How did you get involved with Last Child and being an Aerosmith tribute band. I mean, was that your brainchild, or was it just a couple of you and a couple of guys getting together and seeing what was there, seeing what you guys could do?
If you would have told me in 1992, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that I'd be in a tribute band, I would have said no, no way. How it happened was I was working with a R&B funk dance band in Long Island. We literally worked every weekend, so I was conditioned to sing that way every weekend. And the bass player I worked with had a Aerosmith band, and they really could never get it off the ground a little bit, you know. They would play, people liked them, they were good. I actually went to see them.
Hmm.
And one day I did sound for them, and they asked me to come sing a couple of songs because they knew I sang with Down and Dirty and you know, the band leader. And I sang 2 Zeppelin songs, and at the time they were looking for a singer and they were looking for a drummer. For what reason, I don't know, because I thought the band sounded good.
Hmm.
Um, so I said, really, guys? I said, I don't think, you know. But I went down to the audition, and before I got to the audition, I had at least 3 weeks to prepare. And I was doing Back in the Saddle. I was doing all the high. And I can only tell you this. I do 32 Aerosmith songs, and the easiest one to sing is Seasons of Wood. My drummer, he asked me, what's the easiest song? It's Seasons of Wood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you can't believe it. But to me, it's the easiest song. Um, it's hard. You know? It's grueling.
Yeah. Well, you guys do a
But
killer rendition of Back in the Saddle, though.
thank you.
It's a hell of a way to start a show.
Exactly. It's for me, you know, you had Aerosmith bootleg back in the 70s.
Oh yeah.
They started with that song, and it just really it sets the tone of the evening, you know. And toys too. Sometimes we open with toys. Lately we've been opening with toys. Toys is another one, but then we don't know where to place Back in the Saddle. Then we got to place that later on in the show.
Right. Yeah. So
But
yeah,
yeah,
you got a pretty hard hitting set list. So
Aerosmith is a hard hitting band, man.
it sure is.
You know, I learned a lot about them. I, they are wow, really,
So so
really wow.
the first time that you and I had met, we were doing the it was obviously during the pandemic, and
Hmm.
somebody had the brainchild of doing drive-in concerts, and I don't remember the venue or parking lot for that matter. Um,
I
what
don't remember it. I do remember it was a synagogue. It was for a
Oh
charity
yeah,
thing.
that's right. Yeah,
Well,
that was for a
there,
synagogue.
yes, yes, it was for charity.
So what were your thoughts about doing drive-in shows?
I was working,
Yeah,
you know, and people were enjoying themselves,
they were.
and
Yeah.
you know, and I think it all served its purpose.
Yeah.
You know,
So
people really enjoyed themselves. I
they
enjoyed
did.
myself.
Yeah,
You know,
and they it always makes me laugh when they had the drive-in show out at East Hampton with the Chainsmokers, and they I guess they all got in trouble for that because they weren't wearing masks, they weren't doing the social distancing. But
right?
I do remember that crowd and some of the bigger hits that you guys had played. It's like once the song ended, it the crowd wasn't there to clap, but they were there to honk their horns. And I think that was how did that
Mhm.
feel to have the horns honking at you instead of
That
the
was
crowd
great.
clapping?
I was telling them to do it. I was telling them to do it. And matter of fact, during rehearsals, we were talking about it, and we had said we were trying to figure out how do we do this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? How do we connect with the audience? And I forget who it was in the band said, "Well, how about the horns?"
yeah,
And that's what I did, and it was great because you knew they liked you at that point. We were on the radio, basically. From what I understand, people sat in their cars and they had to be tuned to the radio, and I guess they had us on some off station for a
Mm-hmm.
certain amount of time, and it was like going to a drive-in movie.
Oh yeah, it was. It really was.
They had us on a screen. I mean, I wish I could see it. You know,
Yeah.
something to remember when I'm an old man. I'm an old man already.
I know. I mean, and that's the thing too. You had asked when I had reached out to you about that show about coming out and shooting you guys, and you had asked if I had done video, and I do have a couple of cameras, but I just don't have the manpower to do that, and I kind of wanted to do that when you were playing at 89 North. Um, I
I'll
have
tell
yet.
you, you did a great job on that video. Excuse me.
Oh,
You
thank
did a
you.
great job.
The
Great job.
thing that I really want to do though is I was there for sound check for the at the synagogue show, and one of your sound checks was Dream On. So I knew just then that, what a powerful voice that you have. But I have yet to see you play that live because
Oh, we play it all the time.
I know, but
You're coming at the wrong time, brother.
well, the synagogue show,
Ha,
I had for some reason, all of a sudden, it just halfway through the show, I started getting an upset stomach. So I ended up having
oh,
to leave
that'll do.
early. I
That'll
had
do
every
it.
intention of staying, but it just, with the stomach, I don't know what happened that night, but I ended up having to leave early. And then at 89 North, I forget something else had happened too, where I needed to leave early. So I don't.
Oh,
But yeah, I didn't. I
there's
haven't.
video of it out there. There's a lot of video. If you look us up on YouTube, you'll see a lot of clippings from a lot of different places all over.
Right.
It's
But I.
pretty crazy, man. One thing I love music and I love to travel, and music always gets to travel. You
Oh yeah.
know, my whole life I've always traveled because of my band. So
Yeah.
I just love that.
So having drum background is obviously the vocals. How hard was it for you to learn piano? I mean, obviously you said you're the musician of the family, but without any um did you have musical genes that
No, um, well, I played guitar
mhm,
and I tried to play piano for many years, and I would say that huh, I don't know how to put this. When COVID came out, I had 4 weeks off,
mhm,
and I said to myself, "Let me see if I can." There's YouTube's out there. Let me see if I can learn this. I never could play piano. Well, I found a tutorial on Dream On, an easy one, and Scott LaFlamme played a little piano,
mhm.
and he helped me. There was a few things that I just didn't have right, but I had most of it all right. He helped me with the few things that I had wrong. I practiced it, and that was it. For the keyboard, well, I had the keyboard, and that was the only song I knew. And then we learned Kings and Queens,
Oh yeah.
which also has piano on
Right.
it,
Yep.
and I learned that part. But other than that, and I would love to play piano. You know what I mean? But at least I know them two songs.
Well, it takes dedication to learn that though, even if
I
because
needed the time.
I have a bass. I used to have drums. I used to have a grand piano. I still have a keyboard, electronic keyboard, and I've got like eight or 10 guitars. But
Mm,
it takes dedication. And for me, I can't sing and play at the same time. So if I've got, you know, chords and melody in my hands, I can't sing. So it's
mhm.
just it I always, hats off to anybody that can play and
Thank you.
sing at the same time. So, but again, it's like it takes dedication, and you achieved that. That's for sure.
I
So,
just saw it. I saw it taking off.
hmm
Um, when I joined that first Aerosmith band, I I saw their audiences grow. I saw the first gig, and just to bring up a note, the first gig I did with that band, Tommy, that's in Last Child Now, was the hired gun drummer for the gig, and I thought he was completely excellent. He thought the
yeah,
same of me.
yeah,
But for 4 years that I did that other band, being that I wasn't the leader, we never approached them, and it's so strange how, he wound up the last child.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have a great lineup, especially with Mickey as well, Mickey
Yeah.
and John. So how long have you guys?
Everybody was handpicked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everyone was handpicked.
And how long have you guys the current lineup been playing with each other?
For the last only 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding, because
Yeah.
I thought it was 2019 when I saw you guys.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're correct. I'm slipping. Yeah, 2019, somewhere
Wow.
around then. Yep.
That even then you guys are pretty tight, playing it's just like you guys had that perfect chemistry where you guys,
Everyone's dedicated.
exactly.
Everyone's dedicated to going to learn their parts, and if they learn their parts, they're going to sound like the band.
Yeah.
You know.
So I did want to talk to you about the Janie Fund for up in you had done a charity event with Steven Tyler. Tell
Check
us
this
about
out.
that. How did that come about?
I listen to it. Check it out. Can you see that?
Yes, I can. It's awesome.
I earn my wings, baby.
That's great.
I love this. I want to be buried with this.
There you go.
Want to know why? Because it. How can I put it? They messaged me, Janie's Fund, one of their representatives, and said, "We saw your stuff on the internet." They said, "We would like to know if you'd like to do a benefit show for us." And my eyes almost hit the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we got into it. And we wound up doing the benefit. God, it had to be 10 months later. I had to sit on it while all the contracts were being all drawn out. Everything was all drawn up. And we showed up at the Hard Rock Cafe October 25th, 2019. Did the show. I got to meet a lot of people from Aerosmith's Inner Circle who actually accepted me. And we keep in touch to this day.
That's great.
I advocate for the organization all the time.
For those who don't know, tell us a little bit about what Janie's Fund is.
Okay, it's called Steven Tyler's Janie's Fund. I can't tell you the website off the top of my head, but if you Google it, believe me, you'll find it. And what it is basically they raise money for young girls who are either homeless or in bad positions. They need a place to go. They need a place to live. They need a place to learn. They need a place to start their life over. And that's basically what it is.
That's great.
They hold fundraisers to raise money for these people. And at that particular show, that's what it was.
Okay.
We were the act. We were the act for the show.
That's awesome.
What's funny is they actually were doing another one. We were doing it in Pennsylvania. The Shark was behind it. They were going to advertise it. We recorded 2 songs that they were going to put on the radio on rotation. We were going to record commercials, all 5 of us. Tyler was going to record a commercial as well. He was getting involved in this one. COVID hit. Yeah, squashed it. A lot of things got squashed with COVID.
Yeah, no kidding. So,
and we all know. We just talked about the other day, death and destruction. It's bad.
Yeah. So, well, I know you got a busy schedule tomorrow. I'm gonna let you go, but I do want tell everybody where they can find the band, how to get in touch with you, and obviously to find out your next tour dates.
LastChildNY.com. That's our website. LastChildNY.com. And you can look for us on Facebook. I gotta show you this, bro. We got fans all over the place. So one day you got time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now. So one day we show up. Where it was, believe me, I never know where it is. Ask Mick too. You don't know. We just go, man. And they come up to me and Joe Perry, which is Mike G, and they give us all this stuff. And they're like, "Oh, you guys are the best." Da, 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 da. Well, here's a letter. It says, "Hey, Bobby Mann, Michael Leah. It was real cool to learn about your Last Child tribute, Aerosmith. And being a huge Aerosmith fan, I look forward to hearing and seeing you perform. Enclosed, you'll find copies of autographed photos I've collected many years ago. Although these are copies, my originals are personally signed by Steven Tyler and Joe Perry. I've had the pleasure of meeting years ago. Figure as much that you cats are huge Aerosmith fans. Likewise, I figured you'd enjoy having these photos. Also, Steven Tyler photo was taken in 1975 at Chicago's International Amphitheater. So I guess we were playing in Chicago at the time. by a photographer friend of mine, and she was unaware at the time she captured me. And 5 of my music brothers in the 3rd and 4th row. Okay, that's the guys in the left of Tyler. It was a memorable show, to say the least. Also enclosed, I know very well Long Island Cats on the Road. He gave us CDs, he gave us DVDs. The people in Texas, they made me these.
That's awesome.
Brian and Lane, they give this Supro guitars. And here's what I want to tell you. Like the real Steven Tyler, I'm dry. I don't drink. By the way, I can't. Okay, but when we went to the Colorado Rockies in Colorado, they gave me this. Can you see it?
Yeah. Nice. Spirits Distillery whiskey.
Okay. Yes. Yes. And you know the deal, right? Okay. Look what they put on the side of it. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Last Child.
Yeah.
You got your wings another way.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Now I'm never gonna crack this bottle. It's gonna sit on my fireplace forever. So whoever does crack this bottle is gonna have a good bottle of aged whiskey when it's done. From the Rocky Mountains, because I ain't cracking it. I just, I kept it because it said that on the side.
Oh, absolutely. And that's awesome.
Yeah, I thought so too. I appreciate it. It was really nice of them. So there's some nice people out there in America, man. And we're looking forward to get out there and see them all.
Oh, that's the magic of music, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So
bringing people together.
Absolutely. Universal language, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody can relate to music no matter what the language.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. You'll always catch me with this.
oh yeah. So all right, Bobby. Thank you for your time. And
Rob, thank you.
everybody can reach Last Child Aerosmith Tribute on Facebook. You can check them out on their website. And I believe you guys got a Instagram account as well, don't you?
Yes.
So that would be Last Child New York.
Yes.
And you can see some
Chicago
of my photos
soon.
on their page.
Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So,
In Chicago soon. We'll be all over the place.
of course, it's awesome because people are, you're growing. You guys are growing. So
hey, I love it. And you know what it really is? The fans love it.
yeah.
I had a woman. I started to realize when I had a woman go up to me crying because her autistic son broke out of his shell and came out with her to see the band. I get kids come up to me all the time. We sign autographs. People are they're happy that we're out there, especially during that whole COVID period.
Yeah.
We were out there working. We were out there entertaining people and giving them happiness. I think they really liked it.
Yep, absolutely. So, all right, Bobby, thank you for your time and have a great night. And I will see you soon.
All righty.
All right, take care.